there's a lovely quote for you. And there's an image. But really, what comes to your mind when I say the word haircutting? Well, I'm guessing a barber, a fancy shop where you go and the barber does some magic to your hair and you look perfect, right? But let me tell you a little secret. Haircutting is no magic. In fact, it's actually very simple. It's so simple that we think that we can come up with a solution that will allow for simpler and easier learning and teaching of haircutting. But before I talk about my solution, let's look at some of the conventional ways that are used to learn haircutting. Of course, you have an instructor that uses instructions to teach students. And since this is a practice-based art, so the students are practicing either on mannequin heads or real-life persons. As you've probably guessed, this approach is both time-consuming and requires a lot of money. And here's our idea. So we present a 3D simulation-based interactive gamified environment that will allow the haircutting students to practice haircutting in an environment that will be very similar to the one that they generally use. Let's look at some of the benefits that this kind of approach can bring. Obviously, it will allow the students to practice haircutting from the ease of their home. It will also allow them to practice much more often, and since they practice more often, they become better barbers. And of course, it will substantially reduce the cost. When I talk about cost, I mean both time and money. Let's now look at some of the solutions that we've come up with. So here is a prototype, and since I mentioned that this is a game, you can see that you can interact with it. And here's another image of the prototype. We have a few parameters. If you like to test it out more, we can actually arrange that. And here is the actual haircutting. Since this is just a prototype, so it's just to give you an idea. And we also have a simulation ready. It's a 360-degree simulation. You can zoom in and you can rotate. And we also have a video for you. You can see that the head looks very much like the real human head. And if you could just play that.
I'm already playing it.
If you could forward it a bit. You can see the user can interact with it, and since this is just to give you an idea, the user will also be able to perform the haircut.
Thanks a lot. Feedback, please.
Okay, thank you. You said that haircut is not magic, but if you talk to the barbers, they disagree with you. I have kind of a trouble understanding or believing this as I think it's still kind of a, okay, in a sense the problem statement was clear, you save time and money. Then the question would be that whose money, I can understand the timing, but whose money are you saving and how much and what does it really take to build and run such a service? But that's kind of a, in a sense, it's important, but in a sense, details are more worried, like, have you kind of verified this with, let's say, the users, and do you get the benefits out of this? So, but really hard to evaluate, but in a sense, you can apply kind of similar analogy to other trainings and such, that you can make them be virtual and take the benefits, similar kind of benefits. And business case is the same, rather same. But does it work in this business? I don't know. But the point is, if you're sure you talk to the customers or the users, customers, and somebody is willing to pay, then it's all clear. But well, exciting. Good luck with it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. The presentation of the pitch itself was really good and informative, and I totally understand what you're going after. So the problem in my mind was, for me, I would rather go to a barber that I actually learn with real hair. But in a sense that this would work as a part of the training. I can see that, but not necessarily that it would actually be the whole education. I'm not sure about that. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. I wonder if there's a market you can sell it to, like people who train at home also. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos that teach how to cut hair at home, so we'd be also interested to see whether you can sell it just to regular people, not to barbershops or courses.
This is actually a very, very good point. For some reason I didn't think about it, but you should maybe find the approach as well in relation to the YouTube videos. So what additional value you can bring by using the 3D model solutions when compared to the package of YouTube videos done by professionals. Then about the context, so I was not sure like who this was aimed to. Is it like for anybody or for those ones who are learning to be the actual professional barbers or something? So I happen to be the facilitator of the team, so I know that it might be more like leaning towards the professional side. But if it's a private person, I think it doesn't at least save time, because the most fastest solution is just to go inside the shop and have your hair cut, and that's it. Money-wise, it might be savings as well. And once again, for me, it's like it's a good starting point, but still I would want to see how you actually do the demonstration with the hair. So now there is no hair yet, so that in the picture where there was the guy, it was a bald guy, and then there was only the head without the hair, so it would be good to have some hair incorporated in the solution at one point. Thanks.